Okay, I'm going to show you today how to start painting on your canvas that you did the background color last time. So you need your alphabet mark planning sheet, and you also need your lyrics that you picked or your quote. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to recreate your quote or your lyrics using the symbols that you came up with. So the very first word on mine is hands. So the first line is hands and feet are all alike. So I will paint this symbol for the H, this symbol for the A, the N, the D, and the S, and so on. So I'm going to set my my quote to the side so it's not in the way. And then I've got my alphabet sheet also kind of to the side, but I'll refer back to that. Okay. So you need to decide which colors you want to use. So you can mix whatever you want to start. Mix on your paper that you have next to you. So I'm going to make kind of a green, I think, to start. So I'm going to get some yellow, a little bit of blue. Remember, you're mixing colors. You shouldn't just use the colors straight from the palette. I want you to be creative. You know, try different things. That's how you experiment. That's how you learn, okay? So you learn about color mixing by actually doing color mixing. So I'm going to mix a teeny bit of white in here. So I've got kind of an olivey green color, or minty, I guess. I'm going to take this, and so my first symbol I said, so my first word is hand, so my first symbol is this, so I'm going to paint that symbol somewhere on here. I like to, when I first start, to paint a little bit bigger, and I like to paint sort of using more opaque lines, meaning you don't really see through the paint too much. So you can have a cup of water with you too if you'd like. Oops. Okay, so there's my first symbol. So I'm going to rotate my canvas and I'm going to apply this color in another spot. You can change the color, you can add a little bit to it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of the blue and the yellow. So then my A, I'm going to go with my N. So that's like this triangle shape. Now I'm working a little bit larger to start here. I will end up getting smaller as I go. And then D. I'm going to overlap here. Okay. And then I have the S. Oops, I forgot the S. All right, so the S, and then I'm going to switch colors. So I'm really thinking about where I'm placing these marks. I'm not just like randomly putting them down. I'm actually looking at the canvas. I'm deciding the best way to make the composition. Okay, so then I'm going to turn this. I'm going to mix a new color. Let's say I want to mix something in the warm family. So maybe I'll make like a watermelon color. So the dark red and the magenta together. So then my next word is and. So I need to recreate that A. I'm going to overlap. I'm using a slightly smaller brush now. And the N. I'm trying to balance my colors, so I'm looking at where I'm placing them. And then the D. And then my next word is feet. So then I'm going to keep going. So the F symbol is like this, and so on. So I'm going to keep working on this. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done with my first kind of section. You won't get all of your lyrics done at once. You're going to have to do little sections of them. So I'm going to try to do hands and feet are all alike for the first section of this. So my first layer is just going to be those words.